Today, as previously we decided that today I have to take mathematics class. As for wish of the students are desired to take coordinate geometry of similar triangles. Okay. Before starting the similar triangles, let us understand what is meant by similar in general terms, what is meant by similar in a mathematical term. Okay. Before going to this, I will show you a picture. Let us see. Now this is a mathematics class presented by me. First of all, going to discuss about the similar triangles. Let us observe some similar figures. Okay. See this figure. Observe these two figures. What you observe this?
The two figures have same shape but different size.
Different size. Is it similar or same?
Similar.
Similar. These figures are similar figures, but not same. Why not same?
Because the size is different.
Different.
Figures are similar because the size is differ. One figure size is smaller, and that area of the first figure is smaller than the area of the next figure. So areas are different, but picture is same. So we call these are the similar figures. If size and picture both are same, that means size means area is same and picture is same, then we call it as a similar and equal. Okay, next to see another picture. See, these are the two circles. Is it similar circles or equal circles?
Similar circles.
Similar circles. Now see, circles, any circle, or you consider any circle, all circles are similar because the picture is, the shape is always similar. So same the way, I show, let us discuss about the similar triangles. Now I feel that you understood about the, what is the difference between the same and similar. Same means the area or the size should also same. Similar means the shape is similar. Okay. Now see another picture. This is a triangle. This is also another triangle. Now see, the shapes are same. So we call these are the similar triangles. And another, let us take one square. It is a square. Now it is another square. Is it similar squares? Yes, respond anybody. Is these two are similar or not?
Yes.
Circles and squares. Squares are always similar. Any similar. You take any square you take, all the squares are always similar. Is all the triangles are similar?
Yes. Yes.
All the triangles are similar?
No.
No, all the triangles are not similar, but all the squares are similar, all the circles are similar because triangles, the
Equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, scalene triangle.
Equilateral triangle and
Isosceles triangle, scalene triangle.
scalene triangles are similar. Okay, very good.
Three sides also are equilateral.
Now I'm trying another circle, and this is a second circle. Is the two circles are similar?
Yes.
I'm going to draw another circle. Is this three circles are similar?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All the circles are always similar, and all the squares are always similar. Now, let us discuss some similarities. All the squares are similars, and all the equilateral triangles are similars. All the circles are similars. All the regular polygons having the same number of sides are always similar. So these are some similar properties we can discuss. You are already, I think you are already discussed in your previous classes. Now discuss about the congruency. What is mean by congruency? Anybody?
Equal.
Equal?
All sides.
Equal figures.
The figures are similar and equal. The figures are
Same
equal
shape and same area.
Same shape and same
And
area.
same area.
Area means size. So same size and same shape are called, the figures are congruent. Okay. Now, in the similarities, the important theorem is basic proportionality theorem, Thales theorem. Because the Thales is a scientist, he proposed this theorem. On the name of the scientist, it is called as the Thales theorem, or it is the basic proportionality theorem. Let us see what is the theorem. The theorem says a line drawn parallel to one side divides other two sides in the distinct points. Then it divides other two sides in the same ratio. One line drawn parallel to the one side of the triangle, it intersects other two sides in the distinct points. Then other two sides are divided in the same ratio. This is called basic proportionality theorem. Do you understood this theorem?
Yes, sir.
On diagram, I will explain it. See, this is a triangle A, B, C. I drawn one triangle here, triangle ABC, and this is a line I denoted as DE. This DE line is parallel
BC.
to BC. Triangle ABC is a triangle, and this DE is the parallel to BC. So these two are parallel. Now, what theorem says? If it is parallel, then the other two sides. What are the other two sides? AB is the one side and AC is the another side. The other two sides. The DE divides other two sides in distinct points. What are the distinct points? D is one and E is another. These two are the distinct points. Then the basic proportionality theorem says that if the parallel line divides other two sides in the distinct points or in the various points, then it divides other two sides in the same ratio. Other two sides in the same ratio. That means AD by DB. This is the ratio of the AB side. AD by DB is equal to AE
by EC.
So this is the theorem. So what is given? DE is parallel to BC is given. What is required to prove? We have to prove that AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Let us discuss this.
AE by EC.
Given. What is given? In triangle ABC, DE is parallel to BC.
Class intuna.
Note చేసుకోండి. D is parallel to BC and D intersects AB and AC at D and E respectively. What we have to prove? AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. This AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. We have to prove. So given is D is parallel to BC Required to prove is AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. The other two sides, the ratio of the other two sides are equal. We have to prove that. Let us construct. To prove this, let us construct chain BE. First chain, this BE, and also CD. Chain BE. Do you observing this? I joined BE and join DC or CD. Okay. Now draw a perpendicular line DM, which is perpendicular on AC. Draw a DM perpendicular line on AC and also draw a EN perpendicular on AB. So 4 constructions we did here. First join BE and join CD. Then draw DM is one perpendicular on AC and EN is perpendicular on AN. Do you understood this construction? Clear?
AN. Yes, sir.
Shall I forward?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the construction. Yes?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
This is a construction we constructed, which is required to prove. So let us prove. Area of the triangle ADE. Observe ADE. Where is the ADE? This is the ADE. Upside triangle. Do you noticing this? This upside triangle ADE. Of the triangle ADE. To prove that, we have to require to found here ADE triangle area. So you know that area of the triangle, the principle to find the area of the triangle is half into base into
Base into
height.
height.
Here take half 1/2 into base. Base is what? AD is the base. You don't feel that base is only downside. Which side we take? Which side we regularly take base? Base is defined
AD.
as where the perpendicular line is drawn. That side is treated as a base. So here EN is the perpendicular line. Therefore AD is the base. So half into base AD, height EN. So area of the triangle AD is half into base into height, half into AD into EN. Clear? Now let us do triangle BDE. So this side triangle. Triangle BDE. BDE area, this area. So same principles apply here. Half into base into height. Half base, BD is the base because the EN is a perpendicular on AB. So automatically the perpendicular EN is, it is automatically perpendicular on AD. It is also perpendicular on BD because this is a perpendicular on AB. So half into base is BD. The perpendicular height is EN. So triangle BDE, that area of the BDE is equal to half into base into height. That is half into BD into EN. Okay. Now let us divide the first equation by second equation. That is triangle ADE by triangle BDE is equal to half ADEN, half ADEN by half BDEN, half BDEN. Now this half and half will get cancelled together and EN is common. EN is also get cancelled. So what is remained? In the numerator, AD is remained. In the denominator, BD is remained. So the remaining is AD by BD. Let
BD is equals to
1. Okay, clear?
Sir,
Now-
area of triangle BDE is equals to half into
Not BN. This B is not base. BD is the base because which side is treated as a base? Base is always the line where we are measuring the height. The EN is the height. So the base is BD, this side. Clear? Not EB. BD is the base. So AD by BD. Next, again find the area of ED. AD. So AD already previously we found, even though again we are getting the area of AD here by considering DM is the perpendicular, that is DM is the height. If we consider DM is the height, automatically A is the base. Half into base into height. Half into base. Base is A is the base. Now consider A is the base and height is DM is the height. Half into A into DM. Clear? Again we are finding ADE triangle area, that is by considering another side is the base, automatically DM is the height. So half into AE into DM. So this is the area of the triangle ADE. Now let us find the area of the triangle. Because this DM is perpendicular on AC, so it is also perpendicular on AE, it is also perpendicular on EC. Now we are going to find the area of the triangle CDE, then base is CE, because we are considering height is DM. So then automatically the base is EC. So half into EC into height is DM. Clear now? So this is the area of the triangle CDE. Now first we got area of the triangle ADE, that is half into AE into DM. Now we got the triangle area of the CDE, that is half into EC into DM. Okay. Now divide this first equation by the second equation. Okay.
Sir, one doubt.
Okay.
Area of triangle BD is equals to half into sir BE into E anno.
Not BEM. Why BE? Why
Sir,
BE?
BE is the base, no.
Why BE is the base?
Perpendicular is drawn from D on BE.
Not perpendicular is drawn from BE. It is the perpendicular EN. EN is the perpendicular. So EN is the perpendicular is on AD and EN is the perpendicular on also BD, because EN is perpendicular on AB. So automatically it is on AD and it is also on BD.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now divide this first by second. Again, triangle ADE by triangle CDE. Triangle AD is half into AE into DM by triangle CDE, half into EC into DM. Half get cancelled. DM is common, get cancelled. AE by EC is remained. AE by EC is remained. Okay. AE by EC is remained. Then AE by EC. Let assume it is the equation second. Up to here clear? Again I repeat.
Yes, sir.
First what we did, we got the area of the triangle ADE, first area, that is half into base into height. Always you treat base as the side which is drawn perpendicular line. So AD is the here base, because EN is perpendicular. So AD is the base, EN is perpendicular, half into base into height. Same BDE, BD is the base, again EN is a perpendicular, so half into BD into EN. So those are cancelled and the remaining is AD by BD. Same, consider ADE, and CDE. So half into base into height, half into A into DM by half into EC into DM. So half of EC, sorry, DM cancelled, AE by EC is remained. Okay. Now consider this equation 1 and 2. See. Observe that the BDE and CDE are the same base and DE is between the same parallel line. See these two triangles. See this BDE triangle and CDE triangle. These two are on the same parallel lines. DE and BC, these are parallel lines that is given. So DE and BC as parallel lines. This triangle BDE and triangle CDE is drawn on the same base DE and between the same parallel lines. There is a principle that, there is an assumption that if the two triangles are drawn on the same parallel lines on the same base, between the same parallel lines and same base, those areas are equal. Okay, clear? So DE and BC is the parallel lines and BDE triangle and CDE triangle. For this both triangles, D is the same side. So same side between the same area, same parallel lines, the area of the triangles are equal. By considering that these two triangles, triangle BDE, triangle CDE are equal. So area of the triangle BDE, area of the triangle CDE are equal. So now consider previous equation, equation 2, what we did there. Now come to equation 2. Here ADE 1 and 2. Just compare this 1 and 2. In the first triangle ADE by BDE. In the second triangle ADE by CDE. ADE, the numerators are same. So the area of the numerators are equal. And BDE, CDE, now we assumed that these two triangles areas are equal. Why? Because on the same base, on the same parallel lines, drawn triangles areas are equal. So BDE, CDE are equal and ADE, numerators are equal. BDE, denominators are equal. In a fraction, numerators and denominators are equal, then these two are equal. So left side, two values are equal, automatically right side AD by BD and AE by EC, these two are also equal. By equation 1 and 2, AD by BD and AE by EC, these two are equal. I think you understood this, why these two are equal. Because the left side values are equal. Why the left side values are equal? In the left side values in the equation 1, ADE numerator, in the equation 2, ADE numerator, these two numerators are equal. And the denominator BDE and CDE is also equal. So numerator and denominators are equal. Then the called ratios are equal. So the left side values are equal in equation 1 and 2. Then automatically the right side RHS are also equal. Therefore, AD by BD is equal to AE by EC. Now see, from 1 and 2 and 3, we have AD by BD is equal to AE by EC. This is the required to prove. What is asked to prove? That is, other two sides are divided in the same ratio. I think you understood this theorem. If any doubts, I will go back. Please respond, children. I think
No
it
doubt,
is clear.
sir. No doubt,
So,
sir.
No doubt, sir.
first what we did, areas of there are two triangles ADE, BDE, CDE. So first we got area of the triangle ADE and BDE and CDE, and we divided with 1 and 2. Finally, we got the what is required to prove, that is AD by DB, AE by EC. Hence, we proved that a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in the distinct points. Then the other two sides divided in the same ratio. Clear? Any line parallel to the one side automatically divides other two sides in the same ratio. This is a basic proportionality theorem, or it is called as the Thales theorem. Okay. Now, let us go for another theorem. If you clearly understood this, then I will forward. Otherwise, again I repeat this, because coordinate geometry is just too difficult to understood. If you understood very well by pictorial type, it is remained forever. So then it will become very easy subject. You understood this? Shall I forward or repeat this again?
Sir, forward it.
Okay. Now converse of the basic proportionality theorem. Anybody say converse?
If the two sides, the line is drawn to the two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side of the triangle.
Very good, Appa. If any line, or if a line divides two sides in the same ratio, if a line divides any two sides in the same ratio, that line lies parallel to the third side. This is a converse. Converse means very simple. There is converse, inverse, contrapositive. So converse means just interchange the given and RTP. RTP becomes given, given becomes RTP. Required to prove is required to prove and given interchanges together. That's all. Now let us write the theorem. If a line divides two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. Let us draw the picture. I drawn a picture. The triangle ABC is a triangle, and D is a line which divides AB and AC in the same ratio. Means that AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. It is given. AD by DB is equal to AE by EC is given. Then we have to show that, or we have to prove that D is parallel to BC, or BC is parallel to DE. Okay. Given is, in the triangle ABC, a line D is drawn such that AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Now we discussed that. So what we have to prove? Prove that D is parallel to
BC.
BC. That is we have to prove. Very simple theorem it is. Just same as previous. Now let us prove. These proofs are two types. One is direct proof, another is indirect proof. In the first proof, that is Thales theorem or basic proportionality theorem, we proved directly. That proof is called direct proof. Now we are adopting another proof that is called indirect proof. Now I am adopting another proof that is indirect proof. What is the variation between, what is the difference between the direct and indirect? In the direct proof, we take as it is what is given and what is required to prove. And in the indirect proof, just we change the given value and we assumed that somewhat, then we prove our assumption is wrong, then automatically it is stated as given is right. For example, Ram is a good boy. The direct proof, I have to prove that Ram is a good boy. For proving good boy, I have to take the qualities of the Ram. Ram is having this quality, Ram is having this quality, Ram is having this quality. According to these qualities, hence he is a good boy. That is a direct proof. In the indirect proof, I am taking same as Ram is a good boy. I have to prove that Ram is a good boy. But I assume that Ram is the bad boy. or Ram is the not good boy. I assume that Ram is the not good boy. Ram is the not good boy means Ram is the bad boy. Then and after ending by taking the his qualities, at the ending I prove that my assumption is wrong. What is my assumption? My assumption is bad boy. Bad
Ram
boy
is
is
a bad
wrong.
boy.
Bad boy is the. I proved that bad boy is wrong. What is right then?
Ramu is a
Good
good
Who
boy.
is good boy?
Good boy.
This is called indirect proof. Now I am adopting indirect proof to prove this converse of the Thales theorem. Okay. Assume that D is not parallel to BC. Here given D is a parallel to BC. We have to prove that D is a parallel to BC. But I am assuming that D is not parallel to BC. Clear? Now I assume that DE dash is parallel to BC.
Parallel to BC.
Another line here, DE dash. So D is parallel to BC, that I have to prove. But I assume that D is not parallel to BC. Now I drawn one line. What I drawn? DE dash
DE
is
dash.
parallel to BC. So I assume that DE dash is parallel to BC. Now, according to the Thales theorem, if DE dash is parallel to BC, then the Thales theorem says if any line parallel to one side divides other two sides in the same ratio, that is AD by DB is equal to AE dash by E dash C. Clear this is? Because I assumed that DE dash is parallel to BC, so it divide other two sides, AB by AC. It should divide these two sides in the same ratio, that is AD by DB is equal to AE dash by E dash C, according to the basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. Clear it is? Now, according to the given value in the theorem, what is given? AD by DB is equal to AE by EC is given. So this is a given. AD by DB is equal to AE by EC is a given. What I assumed, according to my assumption, I got AD by DB is equal to AE dash by E dash C. Now compare this 1 and 2. The left side AD by DB and AD by DB is same. This left side values are same. If the ratios of the left side values are same, equal, automatically the right side is also equal. If left side these two are equal, then right side values AE dash by E dash C is equal to AE by EC. So AE by EC is equal to AE dash by E dash C. Is it clear? Do you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we understood.
Okay. Simply, I assumed that D is a, given that D is a parallel, we have to prove. But I assumed that D is not parallel. D E dash is a parallel. If D E dash is parallel, basic proportionality theorem says that the parallel line divides other two sides in the same ratio. Therefore, AD by DB is equal to AE dash by E dash C. That is the first equation. And the second equation is given. I written the given values. Now compared the first and two, the left side values are equal. Automatically right side is equal. Right side is AE by E C is equal to AE dash by E dash C. Okay. Now, if two ratios are equal, then do both sides any operation with equal values, though then no changes in the value of the ratios. Now I am going to add one left side, add one right side. I am adding one left to right. Okay. Now see, AE by EC plus 1, AE dash by E dash C plus 1. What I did here? I added 1 to
Adding one on both sides.
added 1
On
to
both sides.
if we
On
add
both sides.
or subtract or multiply or divide with the equal value, then the value will not be. Now, by adding this 1 and 1, take LCM is EC, then AE plus EC by
EC.
EC. See this.